Casa Grande has a serious shortage of quality rentals. And with Lucid Motors expanding in 2026, high-paying workers on 3-year contracts are about to flood the market. Many of these individuals, engineers, are very specific to this type of technology and are making upwards of $300,000 a year, and therefore they're used to a nice quality of life. They're looking for clean, modern rentals that barely exist. And we know this how? Because we manage the Lucid Motors relocation here in Arizona. We've been briefed on what's going to be happening this year, what numbers, 1,900 to be specific, by August of 2026 will be coming into Arizona. And we need to hopefully prepare for these individuals coming in. Now, I saw it from a buyer perspective, opportunity. So let's break down where I found a brand new construction community. So that means little maintenance. You're not going to have to repair and replace things here in the very short time frame. And the numbers make sense. My agent that handles this account is overwhelmed already with the requests. So I was like, okay, here's the problem. Hey, let's figure out a solution. And I found one for you. So this is where numbers make sense. Again, we're just looking for nicer, newer communities that are clean. And obviously from even a landlord perspective, you don't have to maintain these homes. The only thing you're gonna have to do is put in a backyard. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's take a look at this floor plan that I think would be ideal for renting in Casa Grande.
I just love the front of the house already. And then this would be a garage. How have none of the other builders caught on to this? This is gorgeous. We have a cute little walkway on up. We have a cute little private courtyard patio. I wouldn't call it a courtyard. And nice wide front door. This is 18 square feet. This is a huge room for only 1,600 square feet in the house. Wow. I can see the laminate countertops. Again, as a rental, I wouldn't say that there's anything to worry about that. Basic cabinets, appealing color. Oh, pantry. Love that. Not super tall ceilings, but nice. Good size lot. Let's check out the backyard real quick. You don't get lots this size up in the Phoenix area. This is really nice. Really, really nice. You could do a lot with this backyard. Which, again, from a landlord perspective, take that into consideration. You're going to have to put something in. And let me tell you, if you go cheap and just do dirt like this, that's going to hurt your resaleability as well as leasing. I would put in some real grass or turf. That's the garage. It goes straight into the kitchen, which is nice if you're carrying big boxes and such. Oh, I just love this. Nice primary bedroom. Not ginormous, but oh gosh, just great size. Go over here a little bit so you can see. And then we have a dual sink. And we have a shower tub. Got some windows up there. Oh, I like that they threw in that medicine cabinet. That sure adds to extra storage. Something I always point out is also the storage here. There's no drawer. But again, from a rental perspective, you look at things differently. Now this could be so much storage. Like you could obviously do what they've done here. You could add cabinets, you could add shelves. We have the separate water closet, also with a private window. I like that. And then we have a nice size walk-in closet. Built-in shelves there. For 1,600 square feet, I'm loving this. Then we have the hall bath down here. Look at all that extra room right there. They could have done a longer vanity, but instead have this nice hall bath. You could do other kind of storage item here. Love it. Yay, another medicine. And then I'm guessing this is the washer. No, this is not. I was wrong. This is an amazing storage. This would be where Jessie Lee would put her vacuum, of course. You could put coats. You could change this out and do all shelves. You can make this a linen closet. That's good use. And then we have more, what? More storage, love that. And here is the laundry room. I'm loving this, that you don't have to go through it when you come in through the garage. It's over here by the bedrooms. This makes so much sense. Let's check out these bedrooms. Wow, so that's a double bed with 2 decent size nightstands and a dresser. Not a lot of room to do any kind of like salsa dancing, but this is great if you have kiddos with you or you need an office at home. Have this one facing the front of the house. Loving that. Tons of natural light. Oh yeah. And then this one, but the same size. I like the other one better for the view. But this is, again, about the same size as well. All this, wow, from KB Homes. Boom.
So my personal opinion is I don't feel like you need to go big on these type of investment homes. I think a moderate 3-bedroom, 2-bath, maybe around 1,600 square feet, which is what I showed you, coming in right under 300 is going to be perfect for investment in Casa Grande to support all the Lucid Motors employees. There's a couple of other very large companies out here as well, and this will continue to grow. So I feel like this is a fantastic rental market. I don't say that about the Phoenix area. The numbers don't make sense in the Phoenix area, but they make sense here. This particular community is kind of near some shopping. You have some close by groceries and small ancillary businesses like dentists and nail techs and things like that. They're also in Casa Grande. They also have outlets. So you would just truck on back up to the freeway and they have a bunch of outlet stores. I myself am not a big outlet mall shopper, but some people absolutely love that. They have a food court there. There is quite a few restaurants throughout the town. These are going to be mostly corporate restaurants like Applebee's, or it's going to be small mom and pop and some of the best tacos you've ever had. Speaking of tacos, this area, Casa Grande as a whole, predominantly was a farming community, and that is still what it is. It's not going to be a big, large city. It's, in fact, Maricopa is more of a city than Casa Grande, even though Casa Grande has been around a lot longer than Maricopa. If you are looking to live and looking for affordable housing, I would highly recommend Maricopa over the city of Casa Grande. Casa Grande, like I said, it is predominantly a farming community, and now we're seeing these large warehouses, those types of industries moving in here. Many of these make a very good wage. I'm not just talking about Lucid. Many of these employees make a very good wage, but not enough to make a purchase. So if you are a cash investor, the cap rate returns on these would be fantastic. If you are looking to finance, that's where you got to run the numbers, because as a non-owner occupied, you have a higher interest rate, and interest rates are all right now no bueno. And so so that you don't lose money, you want to cash flow a little bit, even if you break even is really the goal here. These are long-term holds too, by the way, guys. These aren't like only hold for a couple years and then, sell. Actually, my mentor she started buying homes in Casa Grande decades ago, and they all were eventually paid off by someone that was renting the home. That's where you really get the strategies, and then you do 1031s. And yes, we are when I say we, me, my team, I am well versed on 1031 exchange. I can also help you work numbers if you are an investor. Now, normally, again, I don't make recommendations on investments in Phoenix because the market is flooded with a lot of short-term rentals and investors and flippers. But I saw this opportunity with Lucid Motors. It excited me when I heard that we were helping engineers making $300,000 a year that were renting. I was like, okay, there's got to be an opportunity here for some of our viewers. So that's why I wanted to share. Casa Grande, if you're looking at, again, buying here as an owner occupied, let's talk about some of the pros and cons. Pro is small, quaint, quiet town. Okay, that's one of the pros. Fantastic weather. If you're still looking for the Arizona weather, it's still there. If you are looking for affordability, did you see the way I had to look? Think about that. The biggest draw to Casa Grande is affordability. Absolutely. Hands down. If you are looking for any of the other things that kind of make people tick, you do have one hospital. It does have good doctors that come in mostly on contract. So there's a lot of the medical professionals turnover in Casa Grande. As far as schools, they are not the best by any means. They are actually struggling, the ratings. So if you have children, I would recommend homeschooling or looking at some alternative education programs up in the Phoenix area. You'd have to make that commute yourself every day, which that's not good. And if you are looking for shopping, now if you're looking for shopping to live on, you're fine. You got grocery stores, you're gonna have your Ace Hardware, you're gonna have all your cute little mom and shops, you can have a sewing machine fix, you can get your nails done, you can get your hair done. There's dentists down there. You can go to the outlet malls and you can do your shopping and everything. But if you are looking for, there is no Costco here and probably won't be. Trader Joe's, just regular grocery stores, no Whole Foods. Let me just say this. When I was working with the sales rep at this particular community, his wife went on to share with me that they moved down here for the several years that he's been selling the community. She says, I do not like it and I cannot wait to get home back to a big city. She said, there's nothing to do here. The stores are terrible, for shopping therapy kind of thing. She said, I don't like it down here. So I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say that it's this great new area for, to raise a family or even to retire. It takes a special someone that likes or is interested in Casa Grande. So if you want the honest to goodness truth, you can get it from this mouth. No filter. Here's the thing, guys. If Casa Grande's not right for you, or you have some other questions, because we're getting questions about some of the other neighboring farming cities like Coolidge and Florence, Arizona City. That made me so sad, just to let you know, driving through that town. I don't understand why people would live there. You got to give me a call, or you can go on my website. I have a lot more information, tons of videos. I have a huge video library. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, days, nights, or weekend. We got your back, no matter where you're thinking of moving in the greater Phoenix area. Can't wait to hear from you, hopefully soon. Bye.